This is video number 3 for PowerPoint Module 3 in the textbook on Microsoft Office 365 by Shelly Cashman. We're on the bottom of page 3-23, inserting and formatting a text box. Text boxes work pretty much the same in PowerPoint the way they do in Word. So anything that we can do here in PowerPoint with a text box, we can also do in Word. So let's go to the top of page 3-24 where the first instruction is. We want to display the Insert tab and we want to click on Text Box. So let's go to Insert up here. I'm going to turn autosave off. Let's go to Text Box over here. We'll get crosshairs. We want to draw something down here at the bottom underneath the table. And our text is going to be Source National Sleep Foundation. So we can just start typing. Now we're at the bottom of page 3-24. We want to format the text. So you can either drag the mouse over the text or you can just click on the edge of the box here, and when it turns to a solid line, we can change the font. We're going back to the Home tab, and in our font name, we want to choose Rockwell. It should be under our recently used fonts. Then we want to use Smart Guides to align it. So first I'm going to resize it so that the box is about the same size as the text. Then I want to center it underneath here, and I should get a vertical line showing me when I've got it centered, and there's the vertical line. And I also want a little bit of space between it and the item above it. And if I go far enough, I'll see that two-headed arrow that appeared over here on the right side. Click outside the text box to deselect it. And now we're going to go over to page 3-26, inserting and moving slides. So the first instruction is on the top of page 3-27. If necessary, display the Home tab and then click the new slide arrow to display the WISP layout gallery. So let's go to new slide up here. We want to choose Reuse Slides. When the Reuse Slide window opens up over here on the right side, go ahead and click on Browse. We want to go to our Shelly Cashman folder, which I've just labeled Shelly Cashman. We're doing PowerPoint Module 3, so let's go down here to PowerPoint Module 3. Got another folder, Click on the Module folder, and there's something called Support PowerPoint 3 Reuse. Go ahead and double click on that. Flip over to page 3-28. Right-click on either one and choose Insert All Slides. So both slides will get inserted into our slideshow at the bottom. Now let's close the Reuse Slides pane over here. So now we got a slideshow with 4 slides in it. We're going to take a look at Slide Sorter View. Let's go down to the bottom here. This button right next to Normal View is called the Slide Sorter. Go ahead and click on that. And in Slide Sorter View, you get a thumbnail of each one of your slides. We're going to click on slide number 3. And we want to make it slide number 1. So let's click and drag and position it over here at the beginning of the slideshow. Now let's flip over to page 3-30. We're going to click slide number 4. And we want to drag it between the current slide 1 and slide 2. And now this will be the new slide number 2. We're done rearranging our slides, so we can go from Slide Sorter View back into Normal View. And the next section is on inserting pictures and adding effects. Again, everything we do here applies in Word as well. So if we want to delete a picture, we want to go to slide 1 and click the picture to select it. So here's slide 1. Click on the picture. When the handles appear, go ahead and press the delete key and the picture goes away. We're going to insert a new picture there, so let's go to our Insert tab. Choose Picture, this device. And I've still got PowerPoint 2 popping up here. Let's go to Shelly Cashman. Let's go down to PowerPoint Module 3. And this is the picture that we want. It should be the only picture in this folder. Go ahead and click on it and click on Insert. Picture gets inserted into the slide. We want to resize it to a height of 7 and a width of 11.23. So let's see if we can just change this to a 7 and see what happens to the width. Well, the width is a little bit small, so what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to go to our dialog box launcher here get a few more options. The option we want is we want to turn off the lock aspect ratio, so we're going to distort it a little bit. And we're going to go here and we're going to change this to 11.23. Hit enter. It'll resize the picture for us. We want to use the smart guides to move it to the center of the slide. Let's go ahead and click on the X to close our format picture dialog box. And let's go over here. I'm going to zoom out a little bit so it's a little bit easier to see what I'm doing. And let's go here and take this and we want to slide it. Okay, it's top to bottom, it is middle, and we want to slide it left or right until it's precisely in the center. When you've got your vertical crosshairs and your horizontal crosshairs, you're good to go. Go ahead and let go of the mouse, and your slide should look like this. Now we're going to flip over to the top of page 3-32. We're going to crop this picture with the picture selected. Go to your picture format tab, go over here on the ribbon, click on crop. You'll see these dark handles appear all the way around, and these are cropping handles. You can move them and you can crop out part of the picture. Okay, so it looks like what we want to do is take the one at the top and push it down. It kind of turns into a T when you do that, so it's about right here. Then we want to take the one on the side and we want to move it closer to her hand. So let's take this and move it about right there. And go ahead and click the crop button again. That's how you let it know that you're finished. Now we're going to adjust the colors in the picture. Flip over to page 3-34. So with slide number 1 and the picture selected, we're going to go to our color button up here. Go to color tone. Choose the one called temperature 4700K. Go ahead and click on it, and it will modify the picture. Now we're going to go to page 3-35, and we're going to add an artistic effect to the picture. So make sure the picture is still selected. We should have our picture format ribbon visible up here. Go to artistic effects over here. We want the third thumbnail in the 4th row. If you pause the mouse over, it should say crisscross etching. Go ahead and click on that. And now we can flip over to page 3-36. We're going to change the picture softness. So with the picture still selected, let's go to our corrections button up here. We want the first button here that says soften 50%. Go ahead and click on that. The picture softens or blurs a little bit. Now we're on page 3-37. We're going to apply a style to the picture. Again, the picture needs to be selected. We're going to go to our picture format ribbon up here, and under picture styles, click on the more button. The one we want is bevel perspective, and that is the last one in the 2nd row here. Go ahead and click on that. This is what your slide should look like. It should also match what's on the picture on page 3-37. Let's go to page 3-38. We're going to resize the picture. We want to change the height to 5.5 inches. So you either type in 5.5 up there, you can just click on the down arrow until you get to 5.5. Now we're going to move it, we're going to center it. So when both your horizontal and vertical guides are visible, go ahead and let go. Picture is now centered precisely in the middle of the slide. Now let's go to the top of page 3-39. We're going to align the picture. So with the picture selected, click on the Align button. We're going to click Align Top, and it will align the picture with the top of the slide. Okay, that takes care of the section on pictures. The next one is on creating and formatting word art, and we'll do that in a separate video.